us your note.
Turn off the phone, computer, television, all those devices. Turn off all those lists of things in your mind and give some time and attention to your child. Follow their lead and play pretend. Why? Pretending is fun. Your child will think it is hilarious to see Daddy pretending to be a bucking horse or Mommy pretending to be a dancing ballerina. They love to see parents and important adults having fun, acting out ideas and being silly, so they are motivated to join in and learn something. Pretend play is magical. Pretending allows you to go places, learn vocabulary, and practice things that you may not be able to in real life. It's fantasy. Start with your child pretending things that are concrete and happen in your child's everyday life. For example, eating, sleeping, getting the mail, going to the store. When your child is ready, you can take your child on a ride to the moon. Begin by using real-life objects in the play, like a toy car, and then transition to a pretend car, a block, or cardboard box. You are helping your child to think in the abstract, acquire language skills, and problem solve. Pretend play fits all sizes. Pretend play can begin with a child just beginning to understand and use language with something like feeding a baby or giving a hug. That same pretend play can eventually expand to a child developing the language and thinking skills to fill a bottle, feed, burp, rock, and sing a song to the baby, put the baby in bed, and say night-night, and then tell you about the whole sequence. Pretend play requires social skills. A child engaging in pretend play requires that you think outside yourself, imagining how a baby may be hungry or how a dog might be thirsty. You are required to follow social rules and think of others' feelings. A parent's role is to begin to ask those questions. Is the baby crying? How does the dog tell you he is thirsty? So that the child can begin that social thinking. Pretend play is telling a story. The ability to tell a story is a key piece of language development. Storytelling combines most speech and language skills into one package. By encouraging, practicing, and expanding on pretend play, we are helping children to become storytellers, because in order for children to have stories to tell, they have to have the pictures in their minds first. Those pictures are what they describe to the listener of a story. So when your child feeds the stuffed dog, walks it on a string that's a leash, gets water for the dog because he's thirsty, then lays it down for a nap, your child is creating pictures of those actions in her mind. The more stories in your child's mind, the more experiences she has to relate to when listening to, reading, or telling stories. Pretend play creates stories to tell and retell. What can you do to encourage pretend play? The most important thing is to be available to play along.
Evie. Peekaboo! I see! Do it again? Okay, here we go.
For more information on how to play pretend with your child, visit www.parents.com.
To join the conversation regarding disconnecting with technology to reconnect with family, visit modernparent.net.
There's lots of fun for you and me at Apple Tree.